taking care of it, and one night he wakes up to find that his side mirror had been destroyed. Looked like a baseball bat or something, and was it the mailbox too? Yeah, and other things. And come to find out that it was, I'm paraphrasing here, these young hooligans in the neighborhood that had taken advantage of this brand new truck. And, we prayed about it, and Lord kind of spoke to us through that experience. Bill was looking for guidance, and he was asking the Lord for vengeance. Lots and lots and lots of vengeance. He was asked, looking into putting video cameras out to blanket the whole front yard, and lights that would come on, alarms. I don't know if I talked him out of it, but I think he might have been okay with a little electroshock therapy. Anybody who came into the yard unannounced. But slowly but surely, God started really softening Bill's heart. And he started to see that there's a whole area of young people with not a whole lot to do. And suddenly, in his heart, it stopped being those hooligans who vandalized his truck to these young people who have a need. And really wanted to pray about how to meet that need. And around that time, there was a man who had requested to come and speak to our fellowship about a vision that he had, about a youth ministry, and something that he wanted to do and accomplish, and he came and spoke with us. And you have to keep in mind, Mike wasn't coming looking for money or support or anything. He just wanted to come and ask for prayer. And came and shared his vision of alternate destination, and about the fact that he wanted a place for young people to meet and be safe and have a place where it was their own. And when he came and shared this need with us, Bill and I both looked at each other, and we looked around and just really felt, based on what we've been looking at with Scripture, with James saying this is what true religion is, taking care of widows and orphans, really felt the Lord saying, you need to pay rent for this facility that this man is talking about. I said, what? No, really, you need to pay rent for this facility this man is talking about. And checked it with Bill, and Bill didn't, his head didn't explode or anything. He wasn't talking about those young hooligans anymore. He had a real heart for this ministry that Mike brought to us. And that's how, when I said to our fellowship, guys, what say you? And everybody was on board and excited about this, and Mike was just completely flummoxed. He said, this is not why I came. You guys know that, right? I wasn't coming asking for money, but we felt so struck, A, by what God was doing in our midst, and B, the fact that God had laid a very clear vision on this man's heart, that we felt for that time that God had just truly joined us together. During that time, we faced many, many roadblocks. Red tape, bureaucracy. Do we have insurance? Do we not have insurance? Do we have insurance? Do we not have insurance? Where's the 501c3 status? Where's this? Do we have the materials? Do we have the place? Do we not have the place? Months went by where we had committed to supporting this ministry, and Mike was trying his best, and we met together a few times, and just the look in Mike's face and the vision that God had laid on his heart let us know that this needed to continue. That this is the ministry, through Mike, Christ was going to touch many people. And it was a joy to watch him. It was a joy to watch him volunteer. And many times people from Celebration would go, and we'd do a shift here and there, we'd volunteer, we'd go and hang out and listen to music we'd never listened to, and play video games we'd never played before, and participate in conversations that involve the words fat and other young-sounding words. that's really cold, so I really want to crawl away right now. Anyway, but no matter what, Mike was always there. He was always there. He was so faithful with what God had put on his plate. And this man just had a heart for Jesus, had a heart for young people, and wanted to be Jesus in that context. He wasn't so much concerned with, as young people were leaving, saying, now, have you decided, have you decided, have you decided, have you accepted the Lord, have you accepted the Lord? But he wanted to be a constant presence and to be Jesus to these young people, to you guys. And he was. Hours and hours and days of sacrifice and being there and being constant. That's what Mike did. He brought his heart to that ministry. Volunteering, going on a mission trip to Mexico, helping with Compassion International. Always just being there, having a heart that was always ready. That was Mike. Some of you know that he was also very concerned about issues of social justice. And how many of you guys know about his trip this past summer to Louisiana? So I saw when I went in the book on the top there, Black Like Me, book that had written 64, I think. And Mike was really struck by this book, a man who had taken it upon himself, had taken some medicine and sat under a sun lamp and had gone to different churches, different places of business, different places in the South as a white man, as a black man. And he was so stricken by that he wanted to do his own follow-up book so many years later, 40 years later, and did his own experience where he went, still wounded, he had the cast on, and he had some health problems, but still was so concerned with social justice that he went on his own trip, ordered the medicine. We didn't know about that. Don't know how he got it, don't want to know. Did the sun lamp, did the different churches, different experience, but that's who he was. And wrote this book about his own experience, and on the last day that I saw him, last Sunday, said, here it is, handed me the book on a USB drive and said, here it is, here's my life, do with it what you want. And I have it. And intend to edit it and in some way, shape, or form, publish it. But that's who he was. And what was the topic? What was the conversation Saturday, Sunday? What a shame. Oh, what a shame. Did you know? I didn't know. Did you know? Some knew that he was sick. He knew he was sick. We didn't know he was. I didn't know he was that sick. Mark, you saw him the Sunday before and said, you're not looking so good. Prayed for him, but as much as our conversation was, oh, what a shame, I guarantee you that the conversation on the other side of the veil is, oh, what a shame, they're still there. How much longer does she have? How much longer does he have? Oh, but hold on, Carlos, hold on, it's got to be okay. You don't have trust me, I don't have that much longer left. Tomorrow I turn 40. Tomorrow I turn 40, and like I said this past Sunday, it seems like I went to bed last night and I was 30, and right before that I was 20. This life is gone like that. It's gone. And on this side of the veil, we weep. We get angry. We say it's not fair, and it's not right, and it's not just. And Jesus, if you had just been there, this wouldn't have happened. You know what Jesus' response is?